Having taken place from the 11th to the 16th of February, the Singapore Airshow once again showcased many of the major players from across the Asia-Pacific region and the globe as the defence industry looked to show off its latest products and technological innovations. In contrast to the rest of the world, where defence budgets are either stagnating or in decline, the Asia-Pacific region is forecasted to see real-term growth over the coming years. This was reflected at this year's event at the Changi Exhibition Centre, as manufacturers and suppliers look to capitalise on the buoyant and still growing regional market. Asia Pacific is a region that is largely defined by its maritime domain. This geographic characteristic has combined over recent years with the growing political and military influence of China to fuel a surge in interest in maritime patrol platforms. Having recently embarked on its maiden operational debut, the Boeing P-8 Poseidon of the United States Navy was making its show debut at this year's event with an appearance at the Static Display Park. Based on the company's 737 commercial airliner, the Boeing P-8 Maritime multi-mission aircraft is designed to replace the Lockheed Martin P-3 Orion, which has been in service since the 1960s. The US Navy has a program of record for 117 such aircraft, and Australia is also participating in development with a view to fielding a number at a later date. Speaking just ahead of the Singapore Airshow, Boeing officials said that the company is in significant discussions with up to 5 potential customers with regard to the P-8, although they declined to name names at this time. Another maritime patrol debut at the event was the Saab 340 maritime surveillance aircraft, which also featured on the static display. Lacking the anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare abilities of the P-8, the 340 MSA is being offered to those operators who require coastal and blue water surveillance and long-range search and rescue capability. Aside from maritime patrol, the static display area was dotted with all manner of fighters, transport, helicopters and UAVs. As the partner nation of this year's event, the United States has an especially strong presence, with military-operated P-8, C-17, MV-22 and KC-130J platforms all in attendance. The star of the non-governmental US aircraft on display is the Boeing AH-6I, with the little bird sat perched beneath the wing of the company's giant C-17 airlifter. Key design features of the AH-6I include a chin-mounted L3 Wescam electro-optic sensor, a 4-station weapons plank with rocket pod and Gatling gun capabilities, and a Rolls-Royce 250 C-30R 3M power plant that gives the pocket-sized helicopter the ability to hover out of ground effect at 6,000 feet and 35 degrees centigrade, the so-called Afghan standard. Being the Singapore Airshow, it was only proper that the country's own Air Force took centre stage, especially in the year of its 45th anniversary. Aircraft on display included the F-15 SG Eagle, F-16 Fighting Falcon, F-5 Tiger II, conformal airborne early warning aircraft, C-130 Hercules transport aircraft, Chinook, Super Puma, and Apache helicopters. Singapore's Heron and Hermes 450 UAVs were also being displayed. Inside and away from the aprons, the two main halls were dominated by Singapore's own ST Engineering. On the 13th of February, the company announced that its subsidiary ST Aerospace had signed an agreement with AgustaWestland to become a component repair centre supporting regionally operated AW109 light utility helicopters and AW139 medium utility helicopters. International exhibitors include Israel's Rafael, which used the Singapore Airshow to launch its new Iron Beam defence system, a laser-based system designed to engage and destroy rockets, mortars and UAVs out to 2 kilometers. Canadian company CMC Esterline was one of a number of suppliers promoting cockpit upgrades. While Airbus DS was present for the first time at any airshow in its newly restructured guise. Despite rumours circulating before the show, an anticipated contract announcement for 6 A330 MRTT tankers for Singapore did not appear. So with the conclusion of the Singapore Airshow for another 2 years, organisers have already begun planning for 2016 as they look to maintain the event's position as Asia's preeminent defence aerospace exhibition.